Good morning. I want to talk Idaho politics with anyone who's interested. We just had a bunch of people announce they're running for governor here. And I want to give my 2 cents worth. So, as you know, we have the amazing rhino China whore Brad Little. I don't have much time, so here I am folding laundry and speaking my heart. But we have Brad Little as our governor currently. And since the beginning of his shenanigans, showing his true color, really, Janice McGeechan has been the front runner. She has been a favorite of many. Hello, Radha. I don't know if this will make sense to you because I'm talking my local politics. But that's what I'm doing this morning. So, and yes, sorry for the filter, but it's early and yeah. So we have Mr. Little doing his shenanigans and basically acting like a Democrat, even though Idaho is 70% conservative. So he was doing things that no other governors in a state this conservative would do. But the main point I want to talk about today is actually Ed Humphries running for governor. So ever since Little started his shenanigans, Janice McGeechan has been someone people have asked, please primary Brad Little, please, please, please. She is our lieutenant governor, and she has spoken up for freedom a lot. I saw her on Cross Politic, and she spoke up for freedom there. And a lot of people are critical of her because she didn't necessarily show up and get arrested and things like that. I don't know that is the place for a woman to be. Sometimes it is. I'm thankful Rosa Parks was willing to show up and be arrested, but I don't think that is something that we should ask of the women in our society to do, especially people who are pregnant and breastfeeding, which she is not. She is middle-aged. But so now we have, hello, Casey. I'm talking Idaho politics. So I guess, wait, I have two friends named Casey, and they both live in Idaho. So now we have Ed Humphrey running. He is 30 years old. If he won, he would be 32 by the time he was put into office, so the same age as Bill Clinton. Woo! So the youngest governor ever. And, I have gone to a lot of events. Like, I've showed up at Idaho legislation. I have a lot of friends who are much more involved than me. I actually really thought I would get involved a ton this year. And then I got pregnant, and this year, politics has been so dangerous that it is no place for a pregnant lady. Now, if you are pregnant or a nursing mother and you are going to these events, I found out the hard way that is naive. It is just no place for children, and it's no place for a woman who needs to get back to her children due to nursing or what have you. So I really thought I'd be a lot more involved this year than I am. So I'm mostly involved in potlucks and things, just getting together with like-minded people, but not going to the actual events and rallies anymore now that I'm so pregnant. And, but I'm very involved in online, and, but before I got pregnant, I was starting to go to legislation and rallies, and I showed up at the health district to give my voice. And I'm dear friends with Courtney Thompson, who is the secretary of the Republican committee in my county. And I know a lot of wonderful people who are involved. None of them have heard of Ed Humphries before now. None of us have heard of him. And whether he knows it or not, he might be a good person. He and the grassroots people who are supporting him are naive. His campaign is of such a high quality. There is no way a 30-year-old who we've never heard of can afford that campaign I mean, I don't care if you have a law degree and a really great practice. You cannot afford that campaign unless the good old boys, the rhinos, aka Soros, aka Communist China, is supporting you. Governor Little has probably donated to his campaign, to tell you the truth. So, splitting the vote, I mean, hello, Sarah Bear. I am talking Idaho politics, and I'm about done with my laundry, so now I'm just talking. So, I apologize for my appearance, and I'm in my basement doing laundry, so. Yeah, Ed Humphries, a lot of people like what he has to say, but he has no track record. He like came out of nowhere. And this is what the rhinos do time and time and again to keep their power. They split the vote. That's what they like to do. That's what they did last time. Hi, Nikki Philippi. Good to see you. Good to see you on Instagram. So I'm talking about Idaho politics. Ed Humphries, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He just is unheard of. So if he's such a freedom fighter, someone that we would want for the average Idahoan who believes in freedom, why would we vote for Ed Humphries, who we've never heard of? I, showed up at all these things, health district meetings, legislation, never saw him. He didn't get his baby stroller almost trampled by the Idaho State Police when Greg Chaney was pulling his crap at the Capitol House. I did. Okay. And those are the people like me who show up at that stuff. Christy Zitto, she is a public servant in legislation. Tammy Nichols, Courtney Thompson, Janice McGeechan. We've never heard of this guy. So any trust of him is naive at best, trusting just the words of someone who has zero track record and quite frankly only had his whole brain working for about 5 years. And I say that humbly, I'm not much older than him myself. But, thank you. Well, I have a filter, Sarah, because it's early and I haven't put on makeup yet or anything. I don't know if I'm going to today. So yeah, I unabashedly use filters. Yeah, I don't, on Instagram, I don't care. So yes, I just want to get out there because I do have a big Idaho following, not a big following, but people, I know a lot of people in Idaho, and I want to do my part to do the best I know for Idaho. I would ask you to not support Ed Humphries. My support is with Janice McGeechan for governor. And unfortunately, the way the vote is splitting, I think we're going to get stuck with Tyrant Little again, which would be okay because Idaho citizens, it sucks. He has done a lot of crap to Idaho. He has run Boise into the ground, that's for sure. Boise schools, oh my gosh. It would be okay because Idaho citizens always show up and stand up for what we believe in. But yeah, my support is with Janice. Ammon Bundy is also says that he's running. I like Ammon. I think that I know Ammon in real life actually. He's a good man and he has principles, and anyone who believes what the media says about him is very uninformed, naive at best. But I just don't think that he has the notoriety to win. And so, yes, my support is with Janice, but honestly, I'm discouraged that we have Little, Ed Humphries, Janice, and Ammon all running. Like, that's ridiculous. And it's just a way for the vote to be split. And splitting the votes among conservatives has worked about as well as communism. It's worked about as often as communism. But this time it's going to work. Let's try it again. So, I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed that many people are running. I think they all need to have lunch together and decide who it is. And Ed Humphries should absolutely be ignored. And everyone I trust politically is ignoring him. They think it's a joke. A few people that I know and love really like what he has to say. Okay, you like what he has to say. What has he done? So, nothing. Most of us smell a plant, whether he knows it or not. He might have some really good grassroots people donating, but the quality of his campaign at this point, he has a better campaign than Janice McGeechan, like better commercial quality. There's no way that that's grassroots. That's China money. That's just what that is. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. So anyway, that's all I had to say. I hope you guys listen and think about that, because our local politics matter a billion times more than who the president is, who in your town, your local people, like your city, matters more than who the governor is. Who the governor is matters more than who the president is. So I hope you guys will really do your research, stalk everyone on Facebook who you're thinking about voting for in the primaries, so that you can be, that is the best way to be sure you know who you're getting. Guess what? Ed Humphries has deleted his Facebook. So has his wife. So they have zero, there's no way to know. They have no track record at all. He deleted my friend as soon as my friend, which is a male, not a female, changed the picture, their profile picture, to support Janice McEachin for governor. He unfriended and blocked this person. Like, why? If you care about the state of Idaho, why wouldn't you just support the best candidate? And even if you're running against them, why would you block people simply right when they, change their picture to support the opposite candidate? That makes no sense. Unless you're a snake, and you just don't want the word to get out. So that is what my gut is saying. I do not feel apologetic at all for sharing this, because our livelihood in Idaho is at stake, and it really is important. Love you guys. I hope you are healthy and free, and have a great day.